Superdome. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now Breeze on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
12. On 4. Good set.
So here we go on fourth down with Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Got it.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Breeze now. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
21.
On second down, Ingram spins, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Took the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Like 20, 50, like 20.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. There he goes inside the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
95-56. Got it.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, kill! Got it!
Breeze gives it up to Ingram. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Got it!
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
11. Got it!
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, CD, in a couple of weeks we can make our Super Bowl predictions, but for right now, I want to get your AFC Division Champion predictions. Who do you have?
All right, let's start in the AFC East. It's New England. Do we need to say any more?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's a challenger behind them in that division right now.
That tends to cover it. Miami believes that they can be. Buffalo will be starting over with a new quarterback. So will the Jets. How about the AFC South? I'm going to give you some
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Got it!
Breeze hands to Ingram. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 11, 11, 11, 11. We got three, fellas. We got three. 12, 12. Keep second.
To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to fire this thing deep, and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Got it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
Got it.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Breeze going to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this from 46. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So the Patriots coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. He sets the fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Good set. Got it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll make it third down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before half for Breeze. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's got Rome. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ingram again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They're running. Ingram. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now the pitch comes to Ingram. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 45 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially now with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Yeah, down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Hey, while we've got a second, let's talk rookie running backs. Obviously, the headliner is Saquon Barkley, but there's a lot of good other backs in this class, are there not?
There certainly are, and there was a surprise first-round pick to many people out of San Diego State named Rashad Penny, who went to Seattle. They're trying to recreate that strong running game that they had that powered them to 2 Super Bowl appearances. How about Royce Freeman in Denver? A big-time pickup out of the University of Oregon. They expect him to be the lead runner when the season begins. He'll get every opportunity to do that. Kerryon Johnson in Detroit, out of Auburn. They haven't had a running game since I can't remember, and they need to take some pressure off of Matthew Stafford. Maybe Kerryon Johnson can power them that way. How about a couple below-the-radar guys? Chris Warren is leading the NFL in rushing after 2 weeks, undrafted out of Texas, running the ball well for Oakland. And if John Kelly can step in and give them some good play in Los Angeles, they've got great insurance for Todd Gurley, who, of course, is their lead back.
A lot of good ones. Of course, the class would have been even better had Darius Geis not gone down with that ACL injury. Tough break for Washington. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth.
95, got it. Yellow waiting.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down.
21.
To throw is Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Now Brady throwing on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Another stop on third down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily...
There goes Mark Ingram. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 55 yards. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more, plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Got it!
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Now Breeze. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
23 yards on the play. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a play fake. Brady. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. On play action, now Brady. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 56 yards.
29. Alpha.
One final try now for Brady. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.